I didn't have the language for it at the time. I actually wasn't familiar with community-centric fundraising. I didn't know it was a formalized movement, but I think that's what got me thinking a little bit about how fundraising practices and how donor-centric fundraising can actually be harmful to the very community that you're working with. And so I was excited about pursuing a career and focusing more on fundraising in my role when I moved back to Canada. But I really wanted to work at an organization that upheld community-centric fundraising. And so when I came across the job description at the stop and saw community-centric fundraising and learned more about it, I just felt so validated. And so it was really my work at Crisis, looking at how they did their fundraising, and then moving to the stop and seeing how we really formally championed community-centric fundraising and learning about so many organizations that were doing the same thing. And we're at different stages in the process. There were a couple that had sort of declared it as their strategy and were working to implement it in a really formalized way. There were other organizations where there were maybe fundraisers that were feeling uncomfortable with a lot of their practices and pushing back perhaps against leadership to really reform and revise and modernize what they were doing to be in line with community-centric fundraising. And so it's been a real journey